Jungkook's point of view. Okay Jungkook, this is it. You can do it. I quickly shoulder my backpack, hurrying to the cafeteria. Once I reach the familiar doors, I push them open and rush to our table, letting my bag drop there from my hands. My heartbeat echoes in my ear. It's time. I hear the cafeteria's door open once again and the sweetest scent of wine wafts through the air. I turn around slowly and my eyes fall on her, who's walking inside arguing something with Taehyung. She smiles. I smile back, overwhelmed by the beauty she is. At that moment, my hand goes up to my head and my eyes roll back and I let my knees loosen, allowing myself to fall. My body hits the ground with a low thud. I hear the noise in the cafeteria die down as people are probably pointing at me and whispering in surprise. Above all, I hear the sound of Wyan as she bolts to me, probably worried that I really fainted. I can't see any of it because my eyes are closed. Jungkook? She exclaims and the room falls silent. The next second, my head is lifted up from the ground by two hands cradling them gently, and then I can feel Wyan as she places my head on her knees. She taps her hand against my cheeks rapidly, trying to get my fake fainted self to wake up. Jungkook, what's wrong? Wake up! She sounds too worried now, almost on the verge of tears. So enough. Plan success so far. I slowly open my eyes, smiling a dizzy, lazy smile. Oh, I then clear my throat. I'm sorry, you just took my breath away. I whisper lowly, but I know that every single wolf in the room had senses sharp enough to hear it. Her panic melts away as she looks at me confused. I end the act. I quickly sit up. This wasn't just for the act. You really have been taking my breath away every minute since I met you. I can't imagine not being with you. I love you so damn much. Will you give me a chance and go on a date with me? I look up at her with the most earnest and honest look I can do, pouring all my feelings into that one look. The crowd ahows and ohs at it. She snaps out of it and shakes her head, looking at me and then around. She stutters, coughing. Yes, 100 times yes. Relief fled through me and I wrapped my arms around her, going for a hug. But then she surprised me and leans forward, pulling me close as she crashes her lips to mine. I'm now grinning like a fool as I kiss her back. The cafeteria erupts in applause and I control the blush that's staining my cheeks, kissing my mate like there's no tomorrow. She agreed. We're going on our first date. Wyan's point of view. You need to calm down. Calm down? I don't have to calm down. You need to calm down. Wyan, it's just a date. He whispers and I nod. It's not just a date. It's the date. I snap. Okay, it's the date. Whatever. Now just calm down. I hesitate. I'm sorry. I blurt out quickly, looking away in embarrassment. His jaw drops. What? You? He stammers. Apologized? Goddess, I can't believe it. The next second, he's hugging me. I haven't hugged him in years, and in a second, I'm hugging my best friend back. Oh, how I have missed him. You? He blubbers, still seeming not out of his shock. I chuckle thickly, with tears begging to spill down my eyes. I squeeze them shut in an effort to stop them, but that just makes them overflow. He stiffens. Was that? Yeah, I mumble, looking away shyly as I swipe my hands across my eyes, wiping any evidence away. Oh my goddess, you actually giggled? Alpha Wyan giggled. This should be recorded in a history. Jungkook, thank you so damn much. He's blowing kisses to the air. Okay, enough. Enough? It will never be enough. My best friend is back. She's back. He almost squeals and then he's hugging me again. This time I show him off. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it, he mocks, I ignore him and walk inside my walk-in closet, slamming the door behind me loudly, though we both know that I'm smiling. 10 minutes later, I come out. I'm wearing light colors tonight. That's my attire for the date. Taehyung looks surprised, yet quickly hides it. You know, I don't think I'll ever get used to this, he says, looking at me with something like fondness. Huh? This, he gestures to me. This bright color wearing, smiling alpha who freaks me out over a date and giggles at my jokes. He shakes his head. In my mind, you are the grumpy old lady and I am the ever bubbly chocolate boy, he says seriously. Old lady? I glare. You? My fingers fold and fist involuntarily, and before I know it, I'm rushing forward. He anticipates my move, blocking it. No! He protests. It's a full-on fight now. There's a soft knock on the door. Come in, I pant, trying to catch my breath. The door swings open by my sweet mate. My heart skips a beat at the sight of him. What's going on? He asks uncertainly, observing me sprawled on the floor and Taehyung lying a few feet away from me, breathing heavily just like me. Yes, it was a tie. I quickly sit up. I'm sorry, I got carried away in a fight. I'm standing up now, dusting my pants. Is that makeup? Gug exclaims and I look a bit to see him almost gaping in shock. What's with all the shock today? Can't a girl wear makeup for God's sake? Don't change. I like you the way you are. He smiles adorably. I blush harder. His eyes travel from top to bottom and I see the way they darken with desire and soften and melt with a strong emotion that I have recently learned to pin as love. The word itself sometimes sounds like a dream. I don't think I can wait till tonight. Yep, that's my wolf. Shut up. Why should I? Our mate looks so sexy. I want to lick. Enough. Okay, I'll stop. But she doesn't. Instead, she sends a mental image of us throwing him against the wall and ravaging him. Oh man, I moan, unable to resist. I knew you couldn't resist. I win. Alpha, a hand is waving in front of my face and I snap up to see Taehyung smirking. He clearly knows what's been running on my mind. I throw Taehyung a dirty look. He smirks again. The 8 hasn't begun yet. 8? Oh, you mean date? You left the D. I cringe hard realizing what he's about to tell now. Oh, don't worry my alpha. You'll get the D later. He winks, laughing when Gook blushes, tomato red at that. Gook, shall we move? I ask, diverting the conversation. Yeah. He extends his arm and I loop mine through his, leaving the room. On my way out, I turn around and stick my tongue out at Taehyung, who froze in his place, looking stunned and frozen in shock. Jungkook's point of view. I feel like I have achieved something I have been dreaming about all my life. Her trust in me makes me love her more. I look around the busy street with a wide grin. This is the place? Wyan asks and her voice sounds slightly uncertain. The hidden panic in it makes me turn to her quickly. Relax, no one knows that you are an alpha here. No one expects anything from us. Heck, no one even cares about us. We can just be the way we are when no one's around. I bet none of them would even bat an eye if I kiss you right here. It's not our pack. She will loosen up as time passes, I hope. I pull her forward and walk down the sidewalk, going closer to the direction of the commercial street. You are so going down, I exclaim, yelling over the sound of blasting music and cheers of teens and kids combined. We are in the town's game center, air hockey. I was so sure that I can win her because I'm practically a pro in it. Now my confidence is wavering. Oh yeah, we'll see about that, she yells back. No one would believe that this girl had never played this game before in her life. I control the frustration from showing in my face, not giving her the satisfaction of letting her see me getting all riled up. I have to win. I look up for a second to see what Swine is doing and I'm surprised to see her looking at me as well. There's a round of cheers all in male voices. I look up to see that it had fallen into a goal. What? I won? But there's no way it would have fallen. I glance up at Ryan in shock. I get several pats on the back and yelling all around me, but I can't take my eyes off her because I just know that she did it on purpose and she would have hit it with her eyes closed. You did it on purpose, I accuse, glaring. She looks away. You shouldn't have done it. She turns to me finally. I wouldn't have if it was just the two of us in our home. In a room full of people watching, I would never be able to let you loose. I look at her in surprise. She smiles and leans forward, placing a quick peck on my lips. I smile back softly. Come on, we have a lot more to do. They serve the best pizzas in town here. It's too crowded, let's go somewhere else. Ryan pulls at my hand, walking forward. I love the pepperoni pizza here, please. Like I can say no to that. I grin. Okay? Yes. I lean forward and peck her cheek, then turn around, walking in the direction of the door. I take a slice in my hand, biting down on the steamy goodness, feeling the melted cheese, the heavenly taste of chicken, cheese, and vegetables invade my senses. I groan, chewing on the crunchy base and the soft, spicy topping. Ryan's dark eyes flit up sharply, observing my every movement. Hey Ryan, I called through a mouthful of pizza. What? She asked tightly, her voice sounding strangled. I know what you're thinking. She blushes instantly and I laugh. There's more? Ryan asks when I lead her to the opposite direction of the car, and this time around we exit the diner, hand in hand like a couple. Are you kidding me? Of course there is. I roll my eyes in a dull way and she grins. Okay. She catches on to my excitement and joins me in almost hopping down the street like two little kids. Finally, after a few minutes, the park come into view. The park? Ryan asks, grinning excitedly. Yes, you have been wanting a secluded place all along, right? Here it is. I gesture to the park with both of my hands bowing. She laughs. The first one to the tree wins, I exclaim, but before I know, Ryan is zooming past me like wind, and the next second she is touching the bark of the tree and standing there catching her breath. You cheated, I pant, glaring at her playfully. She smirks at me, walking forward. The first one to the tree wins what? She whispers, looking at me with darkened eyes. I stutter. Whatever you want. Oh, really? She pushes me against the tree, placing her hand on either side of my faces. How about, I want you? She breathes, draping her body fully against mine. I gasp. My arms go around her waist and she lets hers fall around my neck as she leans close, sniffing me. Your scent makes me go wild. She places a soft kiss on the base of my neck. You have no idea what yours does to me. I breathe out in between hard breath, groaning when she bites down softly and then places kisses all over where she bit. It seems like you are dying to mark me, I whisper when she runs her hands through my hair, placing kisses along the side of my jaw. You have no idea, she whispers back, kissing the tip of my nose. I wish we could mark each other, but that would only make it worse. Yeah, I might even lock you up and have my ways with you, Ryan mumbles, nipping at my earlobe. My grip on her waist tightened with desire. Well, you wouldn't have to lock me up because I would come willingly, I say, my voice sounding deep. Gook, you are not helping things. Ryan leans forward to kiss me, but someone cuffs. We turn to the side to see an old man and a woman, both looking at us with a disapproving look. Kids these days? There they'll be, their parents worried where they might have gone, and here they are messing around. The lady says to her husband, who nods and turns to us with a frown. Ryan slowly untangles herself from me. We fed for ourselves. We don't have any. She snaps quite rudely, crossing her arms across her chest. The lady looks stricken. I'm so sorry, she apologizes, dragging her husband as they rush away. We reach the place where I usually go to when I want to clear my mind, has been decorated with battery-operated little rides, and a blanket had been spread near it with a small picnic basket beside it. This part of the park is usually secluded, and the fact that it's late makes it almost empty. That's why I chose it. She turns to me with excitement. Goddess Gook, that's so sweet. I love you so much. Boyan exclaims and hugs me. I love you too. I laugh at her enthusiasm. After you, I say, pulling back from her and gesturing to the blanket. She then leans forward for the third time that day, and we finally kiss without an interruption.